Please hit the gym. Please hit the gym, and the pH needs to be balanced as well.
I've been drinking. Can't keep your eyes up right now.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to JLerone Presents. I am your host, JLerone. Listen, we got some more Corey Holcomb here, and as always, he's going in on the Backdorias, as he call them, right? So, as y'all don't know, he had some words with Comedy Hype last couple of weeks. Corey wants to know if Comedy Hype is gay, if he's ever slept with a man. Why that's his business, I don't know, but that's Corey. Now Corey has come out and said something about if you're gay, you can't be a reporter because you can't report the news correctly or efficiently because you're going to be in your feelings and it's just not going to come out right. Something of those words, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. You can't report effectively because you're going to be in your feelings. So you might lie and twist the truth and stuff like that, right? Also, he put out that before you talk to him, he needs to know if you are gay or not. He needs to know if you've ever slept with a man or if you've entered a man or if a man has entered you before he sits down and have a conversation with you. Also, again, why is that important, right? Why? I mean, they tried to make sense of it, but, you know, it is what it is. Corey's Corey. He's going to be Corey. But like I said, who is he to demand that somebody lets him know their orientation before he can sit down and talk to them? I mean, who is he? That's the question. What makes him so important that somebody has to reveal who they are? Godfrey had a video, and they was talking about Corey and the people walking out of his show, and also Godfrey, you know, said that Corey, you know, he's a product of his own making, which he is, right? And Godfrey wasn't dogging him. Godfrey was just pointing out facts, right? So Corey took offense to that. He took offense to another guy, Hakeem, I think that's his name, that's on Godfrey's show, who's admitted that he's a homosexual. He's admitted that he's gay. He's out of the closet, you know, put it that way. So for some reason, Corey didn't have a problem with Hakeem, but he had a problem with Godfrey, even though Hakeem had more to say bad towards Corey than Godfrey did. So make that all make sense. But we're going to go ahead and hear what Corey had to say. He also went in a little bit on what he said about Will Smith when he interviewed with Cam Newton, and he talked about what Joe Budden had to say about it. But let's go ahead and get into it. If you guys haven't, hit that like button, subscribe, share. It helps the channel grow. Fair use, fair use.
I don't even know where to start this week.
Uh-oh, not you had something.
Backdoria Nation has declared war on me, man.
Oh, no, geez.
Backdoria Nation has declared war on me, but they never claim Backdoria.
Right.
This is not fair. There's too many men who are suspect after me in my career now. Now, I'm going to say there was a debate that I would like to talk about with Joe Budden's and them guys. Like Joe Budden's, he mentioned about that Cam Newton thing when I was on Cam Newton and I said, or I alluded to
No, you said
Will
it.
Smith
Ain't no allude.
on the Backdoria side of the game.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I wish I wouldn't have said no name, but I said it and I gotta stand on it.
That's the perfect word after you say Backdoria.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, but yo, man, this thing, man, it's like I don't like necessarily being at war with so many people because it's too many people, if you ask me. But I know what I stand for is going to bring drama.
But is it war or is it just people?
Well, I
trying
don't
to-
think it's war with Joe Budden's them yet. I hope it doesn't. I would like to, like Terrence Howard, I saw him say this word on where he was talking about the people who talking crazy about him. I don't think Terrence Howard knew how many people was going to be talking crazy about him when he said stuff on the internet.
Right.
And Terrence Howard said, I would like to have a duel with you.
what did Joe
I love
Budden
that.
He,
old school.
dude, ain't that an old school
Yeah,
word?
yeah.
We can have a duel. We can use
yeah.
bottles, guns, whatever. It's like-
What did Joe Budden? That's all he said?
No, Joe Budden feels like I was telling when I mentioned
That
Will
you're
Smith
you mean-
on the Backdoria side of
Like
the game.
telling his business?
But it's
Like
not-
he said, that's snitching.
But it's just your.
And so
opinion,
look,
yeah.
no, just let me say this because I really would love to debate that crew over there about this. Yeah, and Craig, you and Darlene might not even agree with me, but I want to say this. If a man gets penetrated by a man or is penetrated by a man and I say something about that business, I don't feel like that's snitching. Any perverted acts that go on in the community, I feel like, once that is put out there as,
Chat's down.
well, see, I can't say facts because it would be snitching if I
you were in the same room.
if I was to say, this is how I know.
Right.
Or that you
Yeah.
were there, or exactly that you specifically.
That
know
would be
that's your
snitching. But when I live out here on this West Coast, and we know how it really go. I mean, like these people
Right,
who
'cause
be
Corey don't
around
know.
those people.
Because Corey don't know for sure. So, yeah, it can't be snitching, especially what he said about Will. He don't know for sure. It's all that's just speculation. But, yeah, but he talks like he really knows. But, yeah, it's not facts. So he can't say that it's snitching because, like I said, nothing's concrete.
There are associates in a way. Like,
Yeah.
we have females that speak business that's not just one woman saying it. There's barbers that speak business. There's people in the barber shop that speak business. There are people that we know personally that know people. And I'm saying out here in the Hollywood realm, the Hollywood guys that I know, I see who they are, and I will admit there is envy because I know I don't fit in around them. I will be the outsider around them.
They don't fit in. They getting fitted in.
How about that?
But here, can I say something?
Shit pushed in big time homes.
But here's the problem. Here's where it sucks,
They
right?
say my hat came with a
Because
switchblade. Go
we
ahead.
all move here to try to make it. Some of us already were here. We
Fucking
we
Zorro
were
hat.
fooled to believe by America, our parents, our corrupt system that if you work hard and you are talented, that you have a shot at making it. And I think that normal heterosexual men have a right to be publicly outraged if you have to be that way to make it. That is not fair. That is not good business. That is not just. If you have to be gay or get it in the booty or whatever you call it to go to another level, why is it not publicly stated? It should be publicly stated.
Nobody's
We should
gonna
know
do
this
that.
for fact. You shouldn't have millions and thousands of people.
I see what Craig's saying, but ain't nobody gonna say that. Ain't nobody gonna announce in Hollywood, in order to get this position, you gotta let me go up inside you. I mean, if that's the case, Harvey Weinstein should have been posting that up for all these women that, he slept with in order to advance their careers, right? Nobody's gonna. I get what he's saying, but ain't nobody gonna do that, right? If you go to audition and somebody says, well, in order to get this position, this spot, you gotta have sex with me. Okay, now you at a point to where either you're going to do it or you're not. You don't have to. You can walk away. But like I said, at least you do know what you're walking into if you know that person's on that time. But they don't have to tell you that. I get what he's saying, but they don't have to disclose that information. You know what I'm saying? It would be nice, yeah, in a more civilized world. It would be good to know that, but ain't nobody go disclose that information.
Here moving here in droves who think if I do it this way, this is how it's going to work. It's not right. It's like it's secrecy, and when people operate in secrecy, it's to maintain control of something that is corrupted. I have a right to speak on anything that is corrupted by unjust. And I won't even say ungodly because I don't know what everybody believes in. But if that's the factor, just say it. Don't say a motherfucker ain't talented enough. Don't say a motherfucker ain't got what it takes. Or we having this audition process with all these people and we gonna take the best person. Just say you taking who's fucking if that's what it is.
Man, Craig,
but they're not gonna do
it's so
that.
real what you said. Go ahead, D.
I get
No,
it.
I was just
But
gonna
that ain't
say,
gonna happen.
Yes, you do. Everybody has that right to express themselves, say that, but you also have to be prepared for repercussions.
Straight up, yeah.
And that's it. That's what's happening right now on the internet, is that not only just maybe what you have said, but I think you'll always be a target if you have something they want. And what they want right now online is views, is topics, is stories. And if Corey is way more either I would say popular or hot or whatever, or
What is that?
or easier, we got to go after him. I think that's
$5 right there. It said what? Budden admitted to being Backdoria.
I don't know.
April M says that. Listen, that's what I want to ask these people. Do I have to be at war with you to ask you, have you ever been penetrated or penetrated a man in any way? Do I have to be at war with you to ask that?
Well,
because I want to ask the brother Joe Budden's that. I want to ask a lot of people that, because we're getting to the point in society, we can't keep hiding this. There's a lot of people who would have no idea about Joe Budden's that way. There's a lot of people who would have no idea about Mr. Gayman that way. Mr. Gayman is somebody whose name I don't want to say because I've known them since I started comedy.
Well, we know who that is.
Mr. Gayman has it in for me because one day we had a phone call and he holds a grudge. Everybody who don't remember who Mr. Gayman is, all I'm saying, this is the guy who brought me to stage the first time I went on stage. Mr. Gayman. I call him Mr. Gayman because his major movie role that he got, his name was Mr. Gayman. And I don't want to say his name because I'm really disappointed in him because this past whatever show he had a real Backdoria dude and they was shitting all over me. I mean, they were talking about me bad. Yeah. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm glad it came out because I think the time when we had a talk on the phone on the show, it got to him because I think he got caught in a lie on that phone conversation. So from now on, he's Mr. Gayman. And, you know, he's been a person I've had up here on the show and everything. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to say your name no more because I believe you have venom and I don't think that's fair. Because I called you and you said everything was cool. But then next thing I know, on your little podcast, you know, the homie Dante kept it 100 though. He kept it 100, but Mr. Gayman and the gay man, it was Mr. Gayman and a gay man, they was talking about me on their show. Everybody knows who I'm talking about. They're saying it in the,
Everybody knows. Yeah. It's like I'm a movie star.
Right. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but he's not He's not Joe Budden. Joe Budden's, I would love to debate him and his crew because they said something that I thought was a good topic to talk about. They said being gay is not a crime. What Puffy did was a crime. And I don't know if people even know this who are outside of the United States. There are places in this country where they don't allow all that man-on-man Nestea plunging. You can't take the Nestea plunge in all countries. You know what I'm saying? This is America where they want the chaos and they want the hotel towels to be ruined. Yeah. They want those towels to be ruined. They should make them dark black so people, they won't be happy about it, but at least they won't know what they're doing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? These white hotel towels are useless after the Backdoria mob leaves. And I'm saying like, yo, I would say to Joe Budden's, I don't look at it as snitching, man. I look at it as, you know what I'm saying? It's a perverted act. And I speak on it because, you know what I'm saying? I make jokes of perverted things. That's what I do. So I can speak on perversion. Yeah. I don't look at perversion as something you can't say nothing about.
But the way that you speak about it, it is perverse.
Perverse? Explain that.
Well, I mean, if it's used to control, subdue, or blackmail, that's a perverse act. So as far as the act of two dudes or two women having sex, I mean, I don't really have an opinion on that at all. It doesn't concern me. Mm-hmm. But if a man is in...
You don't have an opinion about what? I'm sorry.
Two men and two women having sex with each other, like same sex, I don't have an opinion on as far as like it's none of my business. But
I have an opinion on it.
Right.
But in
that's
what I'm saying, in this business,
of course
it is used as one of the things that you must do to be successful. That's when I have a problem with it. And I have a problem with people using things and doing things that are criminal. It's criminal behavior. If you have an opportunity in Hollywood and you make and you put that like this is the only way you can get this, that you can be. That's not that to me. That's criminal behavior. You
Craig, let me ask you something. Do you think me and you can have an honest conversation if you sleep with men and don't tell me, and we're having a conversation?
So
that's why it bothers me, because I need to know this, that I'm talking to a man who wants Backdoria action, whether it's with me or my homie right here.
So if you're talking to somebody and they don't tell you that they're gay, no matter what's being said in that conversation, it's not honest. Make that make sense. How many? I bet you anything that he's had conversations, honest conversations that he can say is honest conversations with people that are gay, and he'll never know it. I guarantee you somebody's done given him some type of advice, some type of that he's done some type of business with, and I guarantee you somebody has been gay, and I guarantee you Corey don't know it. And Corey will sit up and say that guy gave him good advice. And I bet you that guy is gay and Corey don't even know it. But yet he wants to say that you cannot have an honest conversation with somebody who don't disclose that they're gay. That's crazy. So that's insane. That's insane. So if I'm having a conversation with somebody and let's say they, I don't know, cried because some movie that they saw, but they never tell you that. Would you consider them not having an honest conversation with them? You know? Or they like movies that you don't like. And they don't tell, I mean, it's stupid to say that. It's stupid to say that because somebody don't tell you that they gay, then you can't have an honest conversation with them. That's stupid. That's stupid logic.
The good hair. You know what I'm saying? I need to know this when we having a conversation. It's not fair, because it's not a fair conversation if I don't know this about you. So I would say, once again, to Mr. Buttons, Mr. Gayman, and a lot of you guys who are after me, you know what I'm saying? You have to be honest with me about who you are. You can't have a conversation with me if you're not telling me the truth about who you are. And why does that have to always lead to you talking around it or acting like something, like I'm ignorant or something like that? Just let me know who I'm talking to. If a man walked up to me and asked me, have you ever been penetrated by a man, Corey, or penetrated by a man? I say, hell no. I like pussy so much. Sometimes I tell my girl, hey, baby, you just came from yoga? You did? Okay, pull those panties off. Sit it right here. That's how much I like women, okay? You know what I'm saying?
It's
Doing
just
too
his
much.
way. You know, there's so many
Doing too
people that are
much.
very, I would say, uncomfortable with knowing or thinking or believing that someone is not who they say they are, right? Like they're gay,
That's the
right?
thing, yeah.
But it's the way he says it people are, I think, intimidated by. You know what I'm saying? Or afraid
Well,
of.
they would
or
be
whatever.
they would be afraid of a lot of powerful people if they were talking to them. Do you think
Yeah,
if this
look at
so-called Jesus Christ is real, when he come down here, he gonna be sugarcoating shit? Hey y'all, how y'all
That's
doing?
all.
I'm
Yeah.
back.
He just, yeah, he
No.
just does it, you know, he just does it in a whole different way. Where I think a lot of people actually just are very. It's interesting his way of doing things. However, I do believe that there's a lot of people out there that are just afraid to even agree.
This ain't something that
They
just
might not
popped up.
like-
Do you remember that time when the guys on Joe Budden's podcast said something about us because I made a mistake and I thought the one girl was another girl?
Oh, yeah,
and we was talking about, I said back then, there's Backdoria involved with this situation. And I'm saying, I'm not arguing. If I'm wrong, tell me, look in the camera, because I know we probably won't meet or whatever. And you know what I'm saying? If we do meet, I'm going to be able to tell when somebody look at me in my eye. Look in the camera and let me know, hey, I've never been penetrated by a man or penetrated a man in any way. If you
You catch that? You catch that? Look in the camera and tell him if you've been penetrated by a man or not, or if you penetrated a man. So now that it's in the camera online, so everybody can hear it and see it, right? Y'all, did y'all catch that? So if you're not gonna be in person, then do it on camera. Tell everybody, tell the world, cause Corey said so.
tell me that, we can have a conversation as men, but you're not gonna keep ducking it in front of me.
You missed one thing, Corey.
What up, Joe?
It's 'cause
Do y'all think if even if it's a FaceTime and you tell Corey that, you don't think that Corey? Do you think that Corey will record it and then put it out there? I mean, what other way? So FaceTime you and tell you if somebody's gay or not? You think anybody's gonna do that? Do you really think somebody's gonna get on camera and tell you that they're gay or not? Or do it on video or whatever, Skype or, whatever type of camera he talking about. Come on, man. This shit is crazy.
old school, so they got
That
this
too.
thing called pegging, where bitches put on straps and fuck niggas. So that
Is that the same
No,
as
it's-
man?
Oh yeah, they finna talk about some pegging and all that. But yo, that's crazy though, man. I mean, I'm still trying to figure out what's the obsession. What's the obsession? Why are you mad at Godfrey? Right? Because that's what we're talking about. Why are you mad at Godfrey? Godfrey didn't do anything or say anything wrong. He wasn't coming at you no type of way. But as we see in all these videos, Corey gets in his feelings and his emotions, but then he talk about other people getting in their feelings and their emotions. Just because Godfrey laughed at what somebody else said, and Godfrey did say the truth. Godfrey said that Corey is a product of his own, of his own stuff. How is that coming at you? And what, Godfrey supposed to tell the dude, I think the dude name is Hakeem, the gay dude that's on his show, that, don't say nothing bad about Corey? Like, this guy has his own opinion. He can say what he want to say, right? But yeah, you're going to hold Godfrey liable for what somebody else said? Because Godfrey might have laughed at what he said? That's bitch shit. That's bitch made. To where you get upset for what somebody else said on somebody else's platform. And it ain't like they were lying. They didn't really go in hard. They just gave their comments, their opinion. So now the opinion of somebody that doesn't agree with you gets on your nerves. They're going at you because of that. Hey, this shit is stupid. But yet again, he says that everybody else is in their feelings and their emotions when he's in it. And you got to tell me on camera if that you sleep with men or men have slept with you. This shit is stupid, man. Y'all drop some comments down below. Let me know what y'all think. If you haven't, hit the like button, subscribe, share. It helps the channel grow. It's your boy JLerone with JLerone Presents. You guys, please be good to yourselves. By all means, let's be good to one another. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace. You need to tell me, look me in my eye, let me know that you gay.
Bucket naked.
Please hit the gym. Please hit the gym, and the pH needs to be balanced as well.
I've been drinking.